let us begin. Hello everybody, it is me, Darcy, joined as always by Kris. And welcome back to this channel. Our channel. My channel.
It's literally
and this week's edition of the Unnamed Podcast. Podcast where we sit here for about a time, talking rubbish. Welcome to the week, Kris.
Yeah. Well, we're already halfway through.
Yeah. I'm a bit scruffy this week.
I trimmed the other day.
I did not. I'm very scruffy.
Yeah. Didn't want to cut yourself this week?
Honestly, I was going to shave last night, but then I got distracted, and then it was 2 a.m. when I was going to bed, and I went, I'm not going to shave at 2 a.m.
I mean, you can.
I very much can.
But
I wasn't.
But you're probably a lot more tired and more likely to cut yourself.
Exactly.
It's only funnier for me.
Exactly. Plus, I'm kind of like, meh, I've got tomorrow off, I can do it tomorrow.
True.
That's if I manage to wake up tomorrow.
No, that's fair. No, I've got to wake up. I've got shit to do. Got to mow the lawn and stuff.
That's right.
Get the house ready.
Yep. Tomorrow, which is yesterday, thank you podcast, is Anzac Day.
Yes.
A day where we celebrate our soldiers by not going to work.
Yes.
But if you are a soldier, you do have to go to work. Figure that one out.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fucking horrible.
So yeah, we're going to have a big old barbecue at Kris's, apparently. Yep. Apparently.
There's a few people going.
Apparently some people have been invited. I don't think all of them are going to be there.
Probably not. There's a lot of people that have definitely said yes.
The ones I can imagine will be there, Jono.
Yes.
He's the only one who I know will 100% be there.
Jacob.
Okay. But everyone else is like, they'll say, oh yeah, maybe, and then they won't rock up. And I put down a thing of like, I'm not going if anyone named Stefan is there.
Yeah. I got confused when he said that the other day. I'm like, Stefan, do we know a Stefan? Or Stefan? How the fuck you want to say it? I then had to clarify what the hell he meant, and it's just, he doesn't like the name, so... I'm
just not there for that right now, okay?
Well, I don't blame him. I really don't blame him. It's a weird name.
Yep. It's just like I have a limit of 3 rangers.
3 what?
Rangers. If more than 3 rangers are at a place, I must leave, because I'm just not dealing with that right now.
Fair. That's fair. We tend to limit it to 1.
Yeah. So anyway,
yeah.
Enough of rambling about that. On to channel news. Channel news, Kris. What's been happening?
Well, have we gone up 74?
We are at 74.
We are at 74. Were we at 74 last week?
No. Maybe. I don't fucking know.
I don't remember what we were at last week.
I think we were only at like 70-something.
It might have been 71.
Could have been.
72.
Might have been.
Either way, we may have gone up to 74. And if we have gone up, thank you.
We are definitely at 74, though.
Yes.
Yes.
As of Wednesday.
We might have even only been at...
I'm pretty sure...
last week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 71.
Oh.
Yeah.
And... Jaden, if you're watching this, fucking sort your shit out. Kris and I will have mustaches and be shaved down to mustaches on the 100th podcast. Not for the 100th subscriber. Kris will
Where
be...
did he get subscribed from? I was saying podcast to him.
I don't know.
What a dumbass.
That's why he's got to get his shit sorted out.
Still don't know about that one.
At the 1,000th subscriber, we will video Kris getting a K waxed into his chest.
When did this start?
Months ago.
I wasn't told about it.
I told you.
No,
I said, hey Kris, when we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to wax a K into your chest on camera, and you went...
I don't recall it. No. I definitely didn't do that.
That was you.
Either way, I'm still questionable on the mustache.
No, not questionable. It's a doing thing.
Okay. I'll do it, but I don't like it.
I don't care what you like.
Fuck.
So yes, 74 subscribers. Welcome again. Lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
What else, Kris?
Red Dead came out on Monday.
Red Dead did come out on Monday.
Red Dead 2.
Give me 1 second. I keep forgetting that I have speakers on.
How would explain that sound?
speakers don't like. You know what? I will talk about this later.
Yeah.
When it comes up. Red Dead came out, part 2. I need to continue on with that in part 3. But it's now daunting because I'm now free to do whatever the fuck I like.
And you don't know what you want to do.
No, I do know what I want to do.
Oh.
I want to go make money so I can buy nice clothes and make my guns pretty.
Okay.
And then polish them. You know me. I'm going to have silver and gold guns. I'm going to have so many guns. I'm going to have guns of so many different colours.
Guns for days?
Guns for days.
Guns for days.
Part of my playthrough, though, is I do want to get all, like, the special weapons throughout the game. Because there are special weapons.
Yeah, well, I know.
I do want to get those.
It's a normal thing for games, though.
Oh, yeah, but, like, these are, like, if you don't get them in the spot where you're supposed to get them, you miss them forever.
Oh.
And they're usually parts of missions.
Oh.
So that's adding a whole level of stress to it.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Red Dead came out. So that's going to go forwards from now. So Arthur is going to stop looking like a cowboy and start looking like a fancy pants man with a nice hat.
Very nice.
Also,
Very
if
nice.
you did watch
Very
that
nice.
episode and you did see the train robbery, and you do know where Arthur's hat disappeared to when he got smacked in the face by that shovel, I would like to know, because I spent quite a bit of time looking for it. It's my hat, man! It's my hat, okay? I'm the hat guy.
Fuck. Okay, fair enough.
I was like, oh, where's my hat? Oh, that guy hit me in the face with a shovel, but where'd my hat go? Where'd my gun go? No, where's my hat? Oh no, I have my gun.
Oh, God, that's
but
funny.
where's my hat? I was very upset about that. Very upset.
Sounds right.
Yeah, about right.
Yeah. And then even though I checked just before we started this, I'm having a blank of what came out today.
What came out today was Minecraft.
Yes.
And let me tell you a little thing about Minecraft. Kris, how long have we been doing this channel for?
Over a year.
Over a year. And microphones, what do they do?
Yeah, they pick up from a direction. I was facing my screen the entire time. We knew this.
Yeah, but what do microphones do, Kris? They pick up...
They pick up noise.
Noise. Okay, excellent, noise. That's what microphones do. They pick up noise. So if you have the speakers on your laptop making noise...
My speaker's wrong?
I
I don't remember it.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, shit.
And I was sitting there as I was editing, and I was listening, and going, what is this weird sound that's coming through? Because there'd be
Apparently, I just didn't notice it.
On our on the first one, because Kris was having recording trouble.
Oh, I know why it would.
Which we've sorted out now.
Yes.
So from now on, you will see both of ours.
Yes.
In this vanilla Minecraft where me and Kris attempt to destroy the Ender Dragon. That's our goal.
I now remember why there was actually sound though.
Okay. Because you turn on the sound.
Yeah, I had to turn it on for a piece of assessment.
Right.
So I could hear stuff, and then I just completely forgot about it.
Anyhow.
Whereas normally I have it turned off.
So anyway, I'm sitting there editing my footage because Kris didn't record any.
Yeah.
That'll be fixed. And I'm going, sounds like there's someone in the background going, I'm like, so either my study is haunted, which I highly doubt because that's not a thing.
Because Nick hasn't given us that $2 million.
Or there's a zombie that I'm not looking at, and then I hear you say something, and you're like, "Oh, I'm fighting this zombie," and I'm like, and then I went, "Oh my god, Kris has left his fucking sound on."
How did I not notice it though?
Because you are a moron.
No, that's not it.
So anyway, while we're here talking about the first ever Minecraft that we've released, hopefully it does well.
Yeah.
I thought I would address what our goals are for Minecraft. So pretty much our goals for Minecraft are this.
Yes.
Both me and Kris don't actually play a lot of Minecraft. No. So our first goal should probably be, in a fully vanilla world, which is currently what we have, to build up and defeat said Ender Dragon.
I figured that's where we were going to go.
Once that's done, we can start setting each other challenges.
Yes.
And once that's done, while that's still happening, we can start thinking about a Sky Factory 4 world.
Yes.
Because I want to play Sky Factory 4. Kris loves Sky Factory 4. He's a tree man.
Yeah, I'm tree man in that game. I forgot about that.
Tree man, murder man, everything else man.
No, yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
Also, like,
that's what I do.
I don't remember if you remember the last time we played, but remember how all the trees were kept in that giant library-like building?
Yes, because I spent a lot of time categorizing them and making sure they.
And remember how I spent like 10 hours with a chisel carving out bits of like gold and silver and stuff to make a fucking fresco in the back of that building?
Yep.
That was time well spent.
It was time well spent? Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It really wasn't. But I enjoyed every second of it. And I'm really upset.
Then how was that not well spent?
Because that server was wiped out.
Oh, yes.
So everything is gone.
I forgot about that, yeah.
It's all gone.
Yeah.
I spent so much fucking time being like, gotta make
Making
this picture.
one place look like an actual factory with the chimney and...
Oh no, that was our power plant.
That was the power plant?
That was the power plant.
Didn't you make it look like a factory, though?
I kind of made it look like a ye old school coal power plant.
Oh, yeah, fair
So
enough.
it had two chimneys and had like a big metal roof and I spent a lot of time making that place aesthetically pleasing, and that is only a quarter of the time I spent doing things like building the computer system.
Yes. Yes.
Oh fuck! And then I'd just be
But
like,
don't worry, I was on them trees.
I was like, oh yeah, and once the trees were done, just like, yeah, go to this place and kill these things. It was kind of like, get out of my way.
Pretty much. And that was just became me exploring and...
Yeah, Kris was great at exploring.
And killing.
And I
Kill a lot of things.
I spent a lot of time making things amazing, setting up farms. I would like to see Jordan play Sky Factory one day.
He'd do it.
Oh, I think
we could probably get him on.
I think he would love it because he spends so much time in Minecraft doing things, being like, this makes it better. And it's like, Jordan, yeah, but what if you could actually make it better? Like, what if you could do administration in Minecraft? Well, that's what
he would do it. He would do it.
No. But did you ever go down to where I stored all the computer stuff? Yeah, where it was just like fucking shelves and shelves of storage.
Yep. Yeah, no, it was there.
Oh, fuck,
No.
I love that so much.
I walked down a couple times.
Yeah. You never saw my Sky Factory 3 though, did you?
No.
So Sky Factory 3 had a totally different computing system.
Okay.
Where you actually had to like make hard drives and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had a fucking massive thing in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Then there's also the mob killing towers. Love those.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you not realize we had one of those?
No.
It was a giant tower that had the spikes in it.
I don't recall it.
It was
Maybe I did actually notice it when I was playing, but I don't remember it now.
was the giant block that had a fan at one end and spikes at the other, and the mobs would just get pushed into the spikes constantly.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it. Maybe I've just blocked most spikes out of my mind, thanks to Bunnyman.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We definitely, like, if I'm being honest, I do find vanilla Minecraft a little bit boring.
I've only got a time limit in the game.
Yeah.
Before I just drop it completely because I'm bored shitless.
Yeah. That's why it's like, you gotta keep yourself doing something. That's why
Yeah.
we're gonna do the ender. And then, you know, if we get like really good at it and we can get some friends who can like give us a bit of time, I feel like a You're Dead series. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be nice. That'd be fun.
Yeah, fucking that would be insane.
I would be the first to die.
Oh, okay.
As seen in the first video. Go watch it. Seriously. Died multiple times.
Yeah, but you didn't see any of that because you didn't record.
You saw it at least once, didn't you? Didn't you see it once?
No, I saw you being chased by it, like everything.
Well, that'll depict what happened.
Um,
I got caught by everything.
Oh yeah, but it was also like the skeleton that just busted into our house and killed me.
No, I wasn't even there. I was trying to make my way back and then died anyway.
He didn't actually bust into our house. I was being chased by one, and I was like, "Oh no, my house!" And I ran to my house, and then I closed the door, and I was like, "Oh, I think I've lost him." And then I opened the door to check. I had lost him. He's just fucking like, I'm like, "Oh, he is lost." And I like think I walk out, and he's like standing above the door, and just like, "Bam, bitch, here I am." Drop down. I'm like, I can't escape him anymore. Yeah, it was rough.
Oh man, yeah, no, that's
Minecraft.
yeah. I was getting attacked at that same time. I was getting attacked by like many zombies, skeletons, and spiders. Yeah,
There was a spider at one point. I didn't see it. I just heard it going.
I saw at least 3.
It's not the point. Anyway,
Yeah.
so Minecraft came out today.
Yes, Wednesday.
Yep, the first of many, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think we recorded that last week.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Would
for
it been
me.
Wednesday?
Yeah, probably.
Last Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it was last Wednesday.
Probably. It was a very quick turnaround for me.
Yes. I suppose because we didn't have both recordings.
It does help. Well, even if we had both recordings, once I kind of get them linked up, it's kind of just like...
Suppose.
It's generally better with stuff like that to have both recordings just because I'm not always doing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
However, yeah, you do get like the whole Darcy kind of feeling in that where you don't know what Kris is doing, but you know you're disappointed in him.
It's fair because
There's also like this whole point in there where I'm just standing there being like, "Where are you? I don't know." Okay, well, you know where the mountain is, right? What mountain? The one that looks like it's exploded.
No, it was...
I'm climbing a mountain. Okay, well, it's not this mountain.
Okay, right.
I'm climbing a mountain.
Okay,
There's lots of mountains.
that was right at the start for that one.
Yeah.
And I still had, from where I was, I couldn't see that mountain. So I had to get to the top of the one I was climbing, then I actually saw it.
See, but the funny thing is, from the spawn, you can just like turn left and see it. So, which means you wandered off.
No, I
and
actually
got
spawned
lost.
on the other side.
Means you wandered off and got lost.
Having said that, the next time, when I died and it was night, I spawned on the other side of the mountain, so I couldn't actually see that one either. Because I
It was
climbed,
dark, yo.
because I climbed up, and I can see that mountain and that mountain, but not the one that I need.
Fucking useless.
God, it was annoying.
You say it's annoying. I say it's annoying.
I got there eventually.
Eventually.
I had to die and then spawn pretty much at the
Yeah, you really were hopeless, weren't you?
that time round, yes.
And that's why you sleep outside.
My bed is outside.
Yeah, so that's kind of our goals with Minecraft. We're gonna beat the Ender Dragon. I reckon with a little bit of preparation, probably like 5 or 6 episodes, I reckon we can get Ender.
We probably could, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot more of me dying.
There will be deaths galore. But that's okay. This isn't you're dead.
That's true.
But yeah.
I think
So
that's it. Yeah,
I don't think there's anything really else channel wise, news channel wise.
Not specifically.
Other than the constant stand and stuff, like we're constantly working on more stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions, let us know.
Pretty standard.
Yeah.
We're looking into things. We've discussed them.
Have we?
We went through the last podcast, or the one before. We were discussing what we're sort of planning on.
Oh yeah. Well, a lot of that stuff's still quite far off. Like, the ideal goal is one day to be able to do everything we want, which involves a lot of work.
Yes.
And basically many more GoPros than I currently own, or
More than one.
or we buy one of those nice $12,000 cameras.
You know, you got a point.
I don't know how to use it, but I would like to have a $12,000 camera.
Well, you get to play around with it. It's yours. You get to play around with it, figure out how to use
Just
it.
so I can walk up to you and be like, "Oh, that's nice. Here's my $12,000 camera." And they'll be like, "Why did you put that in my bureau?" And I'll be like, "'Cause it's mine. I can do whatever I like with it." It doesn't work anymore because I keep putting it in people's gear, but
But I have another one of these at home. Oh shit, there was... okay, I've got 2 non-working ones.
fucking filming gear is expensive.
I'm aware.
But yeah, no,
Not that I've ever looked into
I think the
that,
biggest
so
thing
just
that I
wondering.
want, like, to be able to do on this channel is to be able to do like real video games. I want to do real video games, none of these fucking fake ones. I don't want anything made by Ubisoft anymore. No, I would love to do some like real board game stuff.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But again, God, that would be hard. Actually, no, it wouldn't. I've just had an amazing thought. if I just went to Caleb's house, twisted his table so that instead of going that way, it was going that way, there'd be so much room. And because he has nothing in either of his living rooms, I could just make that a studio.
Holy shit, we can do it. We can do it.
Fuck Caleb's life. Caleb, your house is now my studio. Off we go.
We'll be here every Wednesday.
Oh, he'd love that, wouldn't he?
Oh, he would.
Dude, that's why we need to buy a pub.
We need to buy a pub.
Yeah, because then we could be like, okay, here's the bar where people drink and that makes us money. And then here's out the back where we can set up a studio and film.
And it also makes us money.
Well, it wouldn't really make us money.
Well,
You'd hope it would make us money.
Well, yes, yeah.
But there's no guarantee.
Well, by the
People
time
love
we do
booze.
that, we would be making money from
You would hope so, otherwise we've just gone and bought a bar.
it. And, well,
And then we're going to have that hard conversation with Jordan, being like, yes, Jordan, we did buy a bar. No, you're not allowed to go there. You have a problem.
not unless you go into the studio zone.
And then we'd have to have the even harder conversation with John and be like, mate, we're kicking you out. What?
Stop. Get
him out.
Who are we going to put as the security? I reckon Arcadia would do pretty well at that.
No, Kitty would be the worst security guard ever.
No, she might just talk to them about trenching until they leave.
She would literally sit there and be like, it's 10 o'clock, I want to go to bed now.
Oh shit, yeah, fair point.
Oh, well.
Who else do we know that's small that would work as a bouncer?
I just hire a big Maori guy.
And a little tiny dude to stand beside him.
No.
It makes him look bigger though.
Don't need that.
Wow.
Because I'd also just give him a gun.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, fair point. That
My wife was like, oh, I'm going to start shit. They're like, I'll shoot you. And they'd be like, oh, I'm not going to start shit anymore. It's like, that's what I thought. And then you could squirt water in their face from his water gun.
Yes.
Off you go.
I like this plan.
Man.
It's probably not going to go ahead, but I like it.
But if we do buy it,
we have plans.
not the Oxy.
No.
Well, actually, we could turn that whole room that's actually a dining room into a studio.
What about the Heritage?
Heritage has a lot of places I could work with, except, and it is going to be out of business.
See, we're on the same page here.
Oh, fucking isn't that sad?
Oh, it is.
I had a good conversation. Let's wrap up channel news, guys. That's the end of channel news.
Yes.
We have plans, many things. Me and Kris are going to, of course, do some recording today. We're always open to more ideas. We will constantly do what
Just
we
not
want.
Fortnite.
We will constantly do what we want over ideas, but we will listen to ideas. We'll
Yes.
take them under advisement. And if it says something like play Fortnite, we'll say, obviously that person's an idiot. Because I think our big goal here, Kris, I think what we should
Is
be
to
aiming
never
for.
play Fortnite on this channel.
I just don't ever want to play Fortnite.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
No, I think my big goal is I don't want to be someone who's like, I saw this on the internet the other day, I think we should do that. I want to just,
No, yeah,
I want
fair.
to stay kind of what we do, where it's just me and you playing video games we enjoy playing together. Two buddies playing games with more buddies occasionally.
I think that's good.
I think that's a good system. And that way, when we're mean to each other, we're actually mean. I take that back. When I'm mean to Kris, Kris is never mean to me. He tries. It's very cute.
No, I'm mean to you occasionally.
You're like, oh, be better. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I've done 90% of the work. And you go, oh, yeah, well,
Oh, come on, you should be better.
like,
Do 100% of the
but
work.
you should be
Do
better.
100% of the work so I can go do shit.
But
other
you
shit.
should be better. And I'm like, man, I'm the best. And you're like, I'm gonna shut up
Shut up, Kris.
now. Pretty much. That's all you gotta say. And he shuts up.
No, I was calling you Kris.
That's what you sound like. Yeah, so fun fact.
Yeah.
Sure. Weekend happened. There was a weekend.
Yes.
It's sort of the same as a week.
It generally happens once a week.
Yeah, but it's sort of the same as the rest of the week, only both of the days start with the same letter.
They do.
And
They're in a row.
they are in a row, sometimes.
And then some people have them off.
Yeah, we do. I forget my point about weekends.
No, I know. Either.
I've talked about what all... Oh, yeah, that's right. The weekend happened, and
Okay, yep.
I had a very interesting Friday night where I was sort of the unwitting third wheel to a date.
Yeah.
And like...
Wasn't mine, but...
It wasn't. But like, you know how occasionally you're like third wheeling a date and you're like, okay, I need to go now. And they're like, oh yeah, you need to go now. And you're like, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, well this one was kind of like, I was like, hey guys, I'm going to go down to the Cry and see Millsy because this place is dead.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll come with you. And I was like, okay. And then we walked down to there and then we said hello to Millsy. And then they're like, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. And I was like, well, I'm going to go see if my cocktail boys over at the Heritage. Get one drink and then probably go home. And they're like, oh, we'll come with you. And I was like, okay.
You were forced into being a third wheel.
So I went to the Heritage. My cocktail boy was not working.
That's
disappointing. I had a drink.
You make some good cocktails.
I might have had 2 drinks. And then I was like, okay. And they're like, oh, let's go back to the Oxy. Oxy was closed. Let's go back to the Cry. The Cry is open. And Millsy might still be there. I'm like, oh, I suppose if Millsy's still there, I'll go have a chat with Millsy.
Fair.
At this point, I was like, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm responsible. I need to drive home. So I was on the waters. Fair. And, so we went to the Cry. Millsy wasn't there. He'd gone home. Obviously, it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock-ish.
God damn, there's water at the edge of that.
You're an idiot. And you should feel bad about it.
I don't feel bad about it. Fine, you and your straw.
Anyway, so we went back to the Cry, and I was like, I'm on the waters now, and I'm drinking some waters, and I'm sitting there, and then they're chatting, and then I'm sitting there, and they're still chatting. I'm like,
it's time to go.
You don't need a chaperone anymore, children. I'm gonna leave. They're like, are you really gonna go? Are you really? And I'm like, I guess I could stay. And I sat back down. And then the next thing I know, some of her friends were there and they were chatting, and then some more stuff was happening, and there was more stuff happening. And I'm just kind of sitting there being like, I'm really tired.
You should have gone home instead of listening to them.
I want to go home. But I was really worried because I was like, it's my boy. And I'm like, if I go, and they're both like, oh no, stay. And I know he was a little bit more like, you can go if you want. But she was like, no, stay. And I was like, I don't want to be like, okay, well, I'm going to go. And then she goes, oh, well, I don't feel comfortable anymore. I'm off as well. Like, so I suppose I'm here for the long run.
It worked out in the end.
It did. But it was touch and go for a while. I kid you not. We got kicked out of the Cry because they closed.
Yeah.
That's about 1:30 in the morning. I'm like, it's been lovely, but I actually have to go home now. And then they're like, oh, don't drive. You've been drinking. I'm like, guys, I haven't drunk in like 2 hours. I'm like, I've been drinking water. I am sober as fuck. And they're like, are you sober as fuck? You did climb up on that Transformer box earlier. And I was like,
yeah, you don't need to be drunk for that.
I'm like, that's because I was jumping up to wave through Cam and Arcadia's window. I'm like, that's not drunk. I'm an idiot. Not drunk. I'm an idiot, not drunk.
No, yeah, that's
idiot, not drunk. Anyway, so then they then we walked back to the Oxy where they ordered an Uber, and we stood there talking for a bit, and I had to give her my contact information so that she would just calm the fuck down.
What?
Basically, when I left, I'm surprised things went as well as they did, because when I left, it was like things weren't going great.
Okay.
There was a lot of self-doubt going on. But apparently things went better as soon as they actually let me leave.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's nice. That's not my story to tell.
No, fair.
But what is everything that happened to me then. Like, the individuals are what belong to the 2 individuals who are involved. It's just, I can tell the story about the fact that they wouldn't let me leave. Because that's my story. But all the conversations we had are technically their story, even though I'm part of that story.
True.
But I was only there from circumstance.
You're only, forced.
But that night I did run into Cam and Arcadia.
Okay. Which is where the board games for the next night?
No, that actually came the next morning. I was actually talking to them and they went, oh look, Jordan's at the Cry, back at the Oxy, sorry. And I went, oh yeah, he was on a date tonight. And yeah.
I'm assuming Arcadia got really excited on that one.
No!
What?
They went, we gotta go, Jordan's here. And I went, oh yeah, okay, rightio. And then they walked off, and then I went, oh. And I said to them the next day, I was like, the second you guys walked away and I started walking back, I was so tempted to turn around and run back to you guys. Like, because I realised that the date was with him. And I was like, quickly, come meet him, Ma and Pa. And that's where the Ma and Pa came from.
Oh, okay. Which dinner on the next day. Fair enough.
No, that is the next day, because that's when I told Cam and Arcadia that I just consider them Ma and Pa. Yeah, so anyway.
Okay, I never...
that ends my Friday night, right? So, Friday night, it was a long night. I go home, I sit down here, play some computer games until like 3 in the morning, because that's who I am.
Yeah.
Then I go to bed. Then I wake up the next morning, I get this message saying, like, hey, you want to come over for drinks at our place tonight? And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
That was from Cam and Arcadia. Mom and Pa.
I assumed it was them.
Mom and Pa, if you will.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. And they're like, okay, yeah, we're just seeing what time Jordan finishes, blah. So that went on all day. I was getting messages back from them saying, like, okay, yeah, we're just checking with Jordan, blah, just checking this, blah, blah, we're just doing. And then they're like 6 o'clock. I'm like, sweet. Then 6 o'clock comes around, it's fucking pissing rain, and
It was.
just like the worst it could possibly be. But I'm like, oh, whatever. Chucked my bevies in my bag, chucked board games in my bag, because I never go anywhere without board games.
Of course.
And headed over to their place. And I get to their place, and it's fucking absolutely downpouring. And I'm like sprinting across the street. Cam comes down, lets me in. We walk upstairs. I pull my beers out of my bag. Arcadia makes a comment at this point, which was hilarious, because this was all before you guys got there.
I'm aware, yes.
And she goes, that's a big bag. And I'm like, yeah, I got my stuff in it. And I like pull out my beers, chuck the bag in the corner, sit down. And I go, oh, guys, you missed out on meeting the date last night. And they were like, oh, what? And I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, so anyway, so I get there, I take the beers out of my bag, chuck them in the fridge, because I'm not an animal.
Oh, of course.
Chuck my bag in the corner, sit down, we start talking. I'm like, oh, you missed it. I'm like,
yeah.
I literally, as you guys are walking away, I turned and I was like walking up, I went, oh, that's the date. And I went, oh, but you guys were just in, I just gone inside, and I was like, I was literally...
Wait, so the date was at the Oxy?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was literally sitting there like, do I sprint down to their door and smack on it like a madman? No, that's insane.
No, but that wouldn't be any different from what you are.
Oh yeah, but like the people at the Oxy would literally see me stop moving, turn, spread, start slamming on a door, and then come back with 2 more people. None of that is subtle.
That would be funny though. It'd be fucking funny.
Because they saw me walking up and they're like, Darcy, and I was like, they're like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, I was just talking to Cam and Arcadia. Anyway, so I told them that, and then they're like, oh my god, tell us more. I'm like, pretty much ran them through the PG version of what happened that night, without going into any specific details.
You don't want to tell Ma and Pa too many things.
Yeah, exactly. I told them all the things that I could tell them that were mine to tell, not the other people's to tell, and they're like, when Jordan gets here, we're going to have to interrogate him. Anyway, I met Tom. That was lovely. Nice to meet Cam's brother.
Yes.
And then we're sitting there kind of talking about stuff, and Katie goes, oh, we should have, I wish we had board games. I'm like, I got board games. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I got like 4 in my bag. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I don't go anywhere without board games. And so that's when we started playing board games.
I'm aware.
And then you guys came, and then you were like, what up? And then
we got in the middle of, as Cam was walking us upstairs. So when we get up there, we cannot talk to you guys until we finish this game.
It was very intense game of Monica's going down.
Oh, it was a great game.
Oh, fucking loved it.
Fucking hilarious.
As I said, I'm getting invited to so many more parties with my bag of board games.
Yes, you are. Now that they know you bring them everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I already knew that.
It's like one of the funniest things though, because like, if you were to ask them, who is going to rock up as the biggest nerd, they probably wouldn't have picked me.
No, definitely not. No.
It's like, I brought a bag full of board game and beer, and you bought chicken nuggets.
Oh, Jordan brought the chicken nuggets.
Nuggets.
I just brought Jordan.
He bought the nuggets, but I bought him. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to think. Who would they consider the biggest nerd?
You, obviously you.
Why me? Why?
Must I go through the whole Arcadia thing where she gets really angry at me for making fun of you, and then sits there and like pats you on the shoulder? It's okay, Kris.
I'm well aware of that.
That's why they're Ma
It's
and Pa.
hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
So they're Ma and Pa.
No, I get it.
I also love the fact that they're the youngest two of all of us.
No, they are.
And it's like, yeah, the way I see it, you got me and Caleb, the dysfunctional twins. You love us, but we are both. You love us in the way that you love people who always disappoint you. And that's what me and Caleb are, but just different levels. Caleb's disappointing on a different way to me.
Yes, yours is more noticeable.
Yeah, oh yeah, and also like I'm just an asshole,
I'm aware.
but a very funny one. And then you've got
I can't disagree.
Then you've got you and Jordan, the two sad ones. Who literally every time they're like, oh, how are those two? And you're like, better? I'm lying, but maybe better.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, and that's
why, like, okay, he like sits down. Say how you going?
Exactly. But yeah, that's 100% why I was sitting there, and I was like, yeah. Anyway, Ma and Pa here, and she's like, "Do you know they call us Ma and Pa?" I'm like, "We don't. I don't think it's ever actually been said, but it's definitely how we feel when you're around." Oh, Ma and Pa.
Oh man, it's like haven't seen you in a while. Got to give you the full details of everything that's happening recently.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then so then we left their apartment, went down to the Oxy. It was still raining.
It was, yeah.
Had a couple of drinks there. Left the Oxy because we were like karaoke, and Arcadia was like, "I want to do karaoke," which was the funniest thing because she literally left their apartment where she had been wearing a jumper.
No, I'm aware.
And took the jumper off.
I didn't understand it either. She walked in, and I'm just like, she just took the jumper off. That's the only thing she did. Maybe put a pair of shoes on.
Maybe. Anyway,
that's about it.
So then we went to karaoke because she wanted to do karaoke and she convinced Cam to go out.
Yes.
Then I did karaoke. No surprise there. It was always on the cards.
It was.
And then she put us down to do karaoke and then she left.
I'm pretty sure you said the comment, and I quote, is she turned around to you and said, "I'm all talk," and then left.
Yeah, no. So yeah, after I did my song, I walked out into the lobby and she's just staying there, like leaning against the stairs. And I'm like, "Oh, what's going on?" And she's like, "Oh, not much. I just want to leave." And I'm like, "But you've got a song." And she's like, "Yeah, but it's late." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, maybe." And then because Eliza and her friend were singing, I think Jordan had said he would stay for that. They were like, "Okay, we'll stay for that." And then, so they were singing, and when they were singing, I went up and had a look, and I'm like, "You're like 3 songs away." And she's like, "I'm all talk."
Yeah.
And she kept us, like, leaving.
Because we were pretty much just, the only thing we were waiting on was for her song to show up. And that is it.
Yeah.
Because I said it
I felt kind of like, I was like, okay, dear, if you told me you wanted to do karaoke, I'm like, we could have actually come down here when it started. Instead of coming down here at like 10:30.
That is true.
I'm like, and that way you
because we went down there after their bedtime.
Oh yeah.
It was after.
Yeah, I was like, we could have like literally left your apartment, come straight down here, and done karaoke.
Yes, we could have.
Oh, that was funny though. It was it was one of the funniest things because she kept walking out, and because I was standing out there talking to Paul, and I was just like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Why do you keep wandering away?" She's like, "Oh, I'm just trying to leave," and I'm like, "What? Cam's not taking the hint, is he?"
No, he wasn't, because he thought he was waiting for the song as well.
Well, also Tom was having a good time.
Tom was having a good time.
And so I was like, and then they're just like, "Let's leave and get kebabs." That was the big mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got barbecue sauce on my forehead.
Yeah, you did.
No, it was great. It was great.
It doesn't matter what it was. I was like,
I'm pretty sure it was like a chick who
just ran past and threw something at you. Yeah.
She didn't actually throw
She
something
went
at
like this
you.
with her hand.
She did, yes.
And yeah, she flicked fucking gravy at you.
Yeah, I'm aware.
And I was like, "Oh, Rockhampton, you put your class on for show tonight."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did enjoy the comment that Cam had to Jordan though.
Which was?
Well, when Eliza's friend was like, when I was just standing there, hands in my pocket, like just leaning against the bar. Because I don't tend to do it karaoke because I'm not big on singing. Either way, I'm standing there, hands in pockets, leaning against the bar.
standards.
And she is like just trying to like grabbing my arms and trying to get my hands out of her pocket to go and dance. And I've already told her I don't dance. And I'm just like, just stood there, not moving. And then afterwards, Cam turns around to Jordan. He's like, I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm proud that he has standards.
I'm proud that he has.
Because it's like, he's like,
oh, thanks, Pa.
it's like, I'm so disappointed that I didn't get anywhere that night. Didn't get anything. And he was like, but hang on.
Standards.
He's got standards.
Just fucking.
He's got standards. I'm so proud.
I'm proud.
And that comment right there makes him part. I'm proud he has standards.
No, it's because I know something that Arcadia told me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys were there. It might have been when I went to go and get my stuff from their house.
Yeah.
Because, well, pretty much when we left their house. So,
yeah.
As we said, it was past mine, past bedtime.
Correct.
And so we were going out, and we knew there might be a chance that they might just disappear on us.
Correct.
But I'd also left all of my stuff, like including my car keys, in their apartment.
Yep.
And so I'm sitting there
Which
going,
would include the house keys.
yeah, absolutely. I could not get home that night
Yep.
if I did not. And I was just like, okay. And she's like, oh, me and Cam aren't going to go just yet. I'm like, when you go, I have to go with you. And she's like, oh, why is that? And I'm like, all of my things are in your house. I'm like, I have my wallet and my phone on me.
That is it.
And she's like, oh! And anyway, so when we went to go get it, it might have been then or it might have been a little bit. No, it was definitely there because Cam wasn't there. But she pretty much goes to me, oh, we should have you guys over more often. But I was like, oh no.
No.
Yeah, no, the but was very funny, but again, not my secret to tell. So Kris will hear about it later. Unfortunately, the internet, you cannot.
Yes.
But let's just say it has to do with our friends. Yeah, figure that one out.
Fair enough.
So a very eventful Friday and Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday night was incredibly fun though, and I would love to do that more often.
Oh, it was good.
And like, we don't even have to be up that late.
No.
We could just play board games until 9 o'clock. Go do some karaoke. Be home by 10:30. Mum and Pa be happy with that.
I think they would.
She can get back to her trenching. She's growing tomatoes now, you know.
Don't know if she is. I did see those tomatoes.
But yeah, no, that was a really good night. And then Sunday came. And was Sunday good? I can't remember if Sunday was good or not.
I don't think I did anything on Sunday.
I don't think I did anything on Sunday either. I'm just trying to remember if it was good.
I don't remember Sunday.
Oh, I remember a bit on Sunday. We played Grand Theft Auto.
We did.
Yeah.
And there was the whole confusion on what the fuck was happening with the gym.
Well, that was because literally, and
did you have a conversation with Jordan about that beforehand?
Yeah, as we were leaving the pub, I was like to him, okay, so...
He mustn't have remembered that, because he's like... Because he turns around to me, he's like, oh, can we go a bit earlier? I'm like, oh, I'm sure we can go a bit earlier, but we don't want to go too early, otherwise it could be busy. Yeah. He's like, okay, fair enough. And he's like, I'd be okay with 10. And I'm like, cool, 10 o'clock it is. And
yeah, because he said to me, 10's he went, it's a bit late, because I went, you can't... I'll see you at the gym tomorrow. He went, I'll work tomorrow. And I went, no, evening.
Yeah.
He went, but I work Monday as well. I went, that's okay, we'll do it at 8 o'clock if that's better time for you.
I don't think he remembered that.
Yeah, he wasn't that drunk.
No, but that's the thing. He didn't remember because I had that discussion with him. I'm like, we tend to go later because it's not as busy and we can just use the equipment we want when we want. It's fine. He's like, okay, well, I suppose we can go at 10. I'd like to go a little bit earlier. I'm like, oh, that's fine. We could go at 9:30 or something like that if you want as well. Whatever.
No, me
then
and
I
him
said,
had literally agreed on 8. I was like, we can do 8 tomorrow then. He was like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I said it to Jaden. It was like 10 o'clock. Okay, 10 o'clock, sweet. We can play some GTA. And then all of a sudden, the whole 8 o'clock thing came and I'm like, well, if we do 8 o'clock, we can't really play GTA. We've got to, maybe we can do some Uno or something like that just to get a small game in.
Mm.
And then it was like, then there was the whole thing of Jordan's was like, oh, maybe 8 o'clock's too early. No, I don't want to go at 8. Let's go at 9. and then just the whole thing, and I'm like, and then as soon as like Jaden came back,
it's like wrangling cats with you lot.
as soon as someone turned around to me, it's like 8 o'clock. Like that's like I think you said 8 o'clock to me. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? And it's like, and then I went over to Jordan. Like, did you have a conversation with Darcy about like going at 8? And he's like, I don't remember having a conversation.
Yes, you did. It's literally what we said as we were leaving.
I literally said to him, "Was like, did you have a conversation with him about what time to go to the gym when you left the pub yesterday?" It's like, I don't remember it. It's like, oh, fucking fair enough.
It's like wrangling cats.
Well, I'm sitting there and I'm like, everything was being fed back to me, and I'm like, I'm cool with any of the times we've got to go. Why the fuck am I being the one that's got to sort this shit out now? Because in the end,
you're admin.
Why the fuck am I admin?
Because I'm the ideas guy.
Oh, god damn it.
No. Yeah, no, we definitely did talk about it. But then we did have some fun playing GTA, even though we didn't do anything, technically.
No, we didn't.
You were a menace.
What's up?
I said you were a menace.
Was I?
I was magnanimous.
How was I a menace?
No, you killed me for no reason after I spared your life.
I did just snipe you in the head, didn't I?
For no reason after I spared your life.
Look, I saw you standing there doing nothing.
Although, I will say, the funniest thing that happened in that entire playthrough of Grand Theft Auto was when I dived out of the plane and it had been falling from the air for a while, and then just popped up saying I killed that guy. Everyone's like, wait, Darcy, you killed that guy? I'm like, I'm falling through the air. Unless my plane landed on him.
And I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Could have been what happened.
Look, I don't think anything else could have happened. Wait, no, because you thought like you were.
Oh, I had put mines down, but I'd also put them in traffic. So
no, but the other thing about mines is when you get far enough away from them, they will disappear. So
I'd put them down a while ago.
So technically, when you were up the top of the map, you were too far away.
Yeah, but that means that if it was the plane that fell on top of him, that means for an instant, all of the astronomical chances that need to have been in line for a dude in the same server as me, not knowing anywhere where I was, and me not knowing anywhere where him was, with everything in the entirety of Grand Theft Auto around us.
Yeah.
A plane, a jet plane, not even a big plane, just a jet.
Yep.
Fell out of the sky on top of him.
Yep. Which is just amazing.
From where I had dived out of it at the top of the map.
Yes. I think there was one point where we just all... I think you might have been the other one that didn't. Just got a bounty on us.
Yeah.
From stealing cars.
It's because I don't steal cars. I'm a good person.
We just stole a car off of someone.
To be fair, no, I did steal someone's car. And it was your car. But that was also the time when Jordan was just driving around with bombs stuck to his car.
It reminds me, I've got to change. No, I don't need to change that setting. Because all I did to Jaden was just... Oh, I don't have my car near me. And there was no cars near me. So I'm like... Well, if I send my car back to my garage, I can then call a car over here. Which just forced Jaden out of my car in the middle of... I'm pretty sure he was in Fort Sancudo with stars.
Yeah, he was. I was watching him.
Just made it so much better.
But yeah, no, it was very... It was quite a fun just fuck around in GTA. Something we haven't done in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But again, I think that's part of the problem with our friends and them just being like, oh, things are just kind of sucky right now. It's like, because the dumb shit we used to do that we used to have fun doing, we don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're all like, oh, I would love to do dumb shit, but I've got to go to the pub.
Yeah.
Why? You have fun at the pub? No, not really.
Yeah.
So, did you get the snap this afternoon? Or this evening?
Which one?
From Jono.
About him being at the pub?
About everyone needs to come here because it's dead?
Oh, maybe?
Yeah.
All I saw was get here now. But it was on his story.
Said get here, fuckers, but...
Either way, it was on his story.
But yeah, I was sitting there and I'm like, doesn't that give you a good indication that on a Wednesday night at like 8 o'clock at night.
Especially the day before a public holiday.
Maybe people don't want to be at the pub.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's quite common.
Yeah.
It's quite common that they don't.
Look, I'm just a big proponent of like do what you enjoy. But if you're not enjoying it and you're still being like, I gotta be here doing this, question why.
Then leave. Stop doing it. It's
kind of like I always say to Jordan. If that's what you got to do to have fun here, you don't want to be here.
No. That's it. And like GTA. Had a great time on GTA.
Everyone just jumped into it except Dan. Because he's got the extended special whatever edition. How was that? I didn't ask that on the night, but I'm very interested in how that's a different game.
I don't know.
What we did is we made it so you can't play with anyone who owns the old version to force them to buy a new version of a game that's over 10 years old.
Oh no, they technically did that the first time.
With the one and... Yeah, but that was a whole console generation.
Oh, I know. Well, technically so is this.
Yeah, but this is a console generation with the purpose built of being able to play with the old consoles.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware
It's just fucking Rockstar
I'm
out
just
there
saying-
being like,
I'm
we
just
want
saying,
more
on
money.
a technicality.
We want more money shall be had. So we will release this old game so that it can't be played with the new... It doesn't have anything new in it, does it?
Hell no.
No, exactly. That's my point.
It just looks a bit better on the new console.
I fucking hate them all.
One unit amount better.
I hate everyone.
I know. We've had this discussion.
Real games. Real video games. None of this shit made by Activision or Ubisoft. Rockstar, you're on the list now.
Red Dead. It's by Rockstar.
Well, here's the funny thing about that.
Yeah.
They fucking just killed Red Dead Online.
Yeah, that's true.
Because they were just like, oh, you can't make as much money on this as GTA.
No.
Because at the end of the day,
Because like the
no
first
matter how many excellent horses they add, it's not a jetpack. And the only way they could really make Red Dead Online anything like GTA Online was to start adding ridiculous things that would break the people who were playing Red Dead Online submersion, and that was the reason they were playing Red Dead Online, not GTA Online. It's like, because, you don't play fucking Red Dead Online if you want to fucking run around with a laser gun. You play GTA.
Yeah, no, that's a fair
You
point.
play Red Dead Redemption Online when you go, oh, I want to be a cowboy, and do cowboy
But think about it. Cowboy with a laser gun.
Yeah, but this is a game that, remember, the realism level is like, oh yeah, if you don't eat, you're gonna die.
Oh, yeah, okay,
And
I
it's like,
suppose, yeah.
oh fuck, I've got to do this kind of realism, and oh, that guy's got a jetpack.
Yeah.
I was never gonna cut it. I was never gonna cut it.
Okay, fine.
And then
fine.
they realized they couldn't make anywhere near as much money, so they just going, oh yeah, it's dead. And the people who were really enjoying it were like, what? Why? It's so good. And they were like, yeah, so it turns out we're a business. We like money. GTA eats this stuff up because we just put in a new car that's $10 million. People are gonna spend like $100 for that.
They do.
They did.
Yeah. They still do.
They do. They do.
And then a new game comes out.
I'm actually interested to see how that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have a feeling we might see GTA 6 just adds like a new map to GTA Online.
It makes sense.
And GTA Online will become its own entity that exists within a larger thing.
Could do, and you could freely travel between.
Yeah, because the cynic in me says Rockstar would just go like, oh, new GTA Online. But the problem is, how do you get everyone to go to a new GTA Online?
Yeah, it's a tough one. You might get
especially when you're like, oh,
you might get them there briefly trying it out, but then it's like, oh, but I don't have any of my stuff.
I don't have any of my stuff, and they go, oh, but you can transfer stuff. And you go, okay, I'll transfer my stuff, but then you run into the same problem with these whole transfer things where it's like you can never go backwards because you can't freely just update the saves. So they could do that, but the whole thing is that this GTA is going to be set in a different city. So the obvious answer is just to add a new city to GTA.
It would be smart.
use the airport that they have to transfer between the maps.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh yeah, but in this city you don't have any property. You can like pay to get your cars shipped over here or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be.
But you don't have any of your stuff. Oh, but you can always go back into the world where you have all your stuff. Like, to me, it's the most sensible thing because it's like you can have both and be like, oh yeah, you can come over here and look, there's all these new cars and stuff, and you can just, like when I say pay to have them transferred over, be like, oh yeah, it's going to be a $10,000 fee to call that car over here. People pay that all the time. Fuck, I pay that every time I fuck up one of your cars.
Yeah. Because all mine are expensive.
But it's like, yeah, just because the cars are saved in the San Andreas map, it's like, oh, that's a $10,000 fee to have it come over here. And then because if they're saved in a different map, it's $10,000 transfer fee. And if they're destroyed, they go back to the other garages and all this kind of stuff. But that seems to be the best way to do it.
Would make sense.
But again, I'm speculating because I'm thinking that that's a very player orientated way to get them to come into a new place and spend a lot of money in a new place.
And it would still make them a lot of money.
It would.
It's whether or not they think about that. That's the problem.
It's whether or not they can do that.
Yeah, true.
But again, I don't think that should be too hard because everything is just numbers on a computer.
Well, technically,
and once you've loaded into the new world, it would be like anything you're pulling from the other world. It doesn't have to actually be loaded in the other world. It just has to be loaded into this world with a clip saying it's from the other world.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would like to see that. That's the best way because then I think we could have like 2 cities where I own most of the real estate and you own nothing. And I think I would like that. Yes. Yes. And I think I would like that because then I could really show why I'm better than you.
Because you get a lot of money by a thing to make money.
Exactly.
I get a lot of money. I'm like,
ooh, car. Business. I know business. Business is what I do. I like go to spend money and make money, but then I make the money and I put that money in my pocket. And then when we're doing a heist prep and I die and I watch your screen walk into where I just died, I see a giant roll of money sitting on the ground and go, that's probably about $5,000 sitting there. And then Kris just walks. Nope, you didn't pick it up. You just walked past it, turned around and left. I was like, my money's still sitting there.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are we?
It was the place I walked into and like launched all the grenades and exploded.
I think it's because I walked in and was like, well, there's no enemies in here, and then just left.
Yeah, there was like $5,000 just or something like that just sitting on the ground in front of you.
Just not looking for that. I'm just like, no, nothing for me to go
because like
for.
if you keep, because there's the old school rule.
But it really shows you how much I care about money, and that as long as I've got enough money to bring my cars back,
oh yeah,
get my ammo, I don't give a shit.
It also shows you like how much I don't value the money in that anymore because back when it was super hard to get money, you never carried cash on you because some dick would shoot you and you would lose like $10,000 pretty quickly. And that $10,000 was not easy to get back.
No.
Now I'm just walking around with $1 million in my pocket.
I've got like 100,000 in my pocket. That's about it.
It's just like, and I'm just leaving money everywhere I go. I also realized that when we were playing the other night and all the deaths.
I didn't think about that. Oh,
yeah.
Because then normally what I do is as I start getting killed by you guys a lot, I immediately pull out my phone and transfer all my money across. Yeah. But I didn't do it.
I think I lost like $50,000 while we were playing.
I might have to have a look. I have no idea how much I lost.
It was pretty funny though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I was having a good time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Oh, in other news, I found a loophole, Kris. Loophole. Get ready for this. Pull your socks up. Pull them up high. Okay, your socks are really disappointing me right now. Oh yeah. Did you know how you work a job to get paid money? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. This has a point. And then the government says, well, you got to give us some of that money.
Yeah. And then they continue to say that every time you purchase something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of weird how that works. I think if next time that happens...
Wait for it, then you die.
No
more. We're going to take more of that money.
Oh, God. Government's a real dick. You think the least they could do is cover your sick day for you, wouldn't you?
You think so?
Yo, Albanese. I'm not feeling well today. Can you go into Bunnings for me? Thanks, bro.
I pay you enough. Get your ass in there.
Seriously. No, but you know how the government likes to take a little bit of that money? Well, guess what I recently found out?
A little bit. Okay, yeah, anyway.
Slugs? Slugs don't pay tax.
No, but can you tell me any creature other than humans that pay tax?
Do sea creatures count?
But they would count, but they don't pay tax because they don't have money.
Dolphin tax.
What the fuck?
Anyway, my point is,
Either way,
don't
why
pay
did
tax.
you narrow down onto slugs?
Good luck, check. The Australian government?
Snails?
No, snails have houses.
But they don't pay for them.
No, but that's why they get smashed up.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I don't have a house, so I can't be a snail. But what I can
No.
What I can do is declare myself a slug. And under Australian laws, slugs don't pay tax.
Did you actually look up, do slugs pay tax?
I'm going to answer that.
I think you didn't. Well, you did. You did. It makes it so much better.
What I didn't do was bring up the Australian taxation.
So what are you going to do if I
scream at them
Fair.
about slugs?
What are you going to do if I walk upstairs and grab some salt right
Die, obviously.
now? Well, fair.
Well, see, no, I haven't declared myself a slug yet. But I figure in a world where people can declare themselves, well, children can declare themselves cats, and a school has to treat them like a cat, I can declare myself a slug, and the Australian government must treat me as a slug. Now, I can't be a snail, because I don't want to carry my house on my back. That would be
I
painful.
need to start carrying around pocket salt.
It would probably protect you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good way.
But, as I said, if I do that,
It'll be a little sachet of salt and I'll just like wave it in front of you.
legally speaking, slugs don't have to pay tax.
Would it be a
Ever.
murder if I just accidentally put
Yes.
self-defense?
No.
And I suppose it's premeditated I have pocket salt.
Exactly.
Oh, shit.
Also, pocket salt. It's a weird statement.
It's like pocket
Anyway.
sand, but salt.
The point is, right?
Yeah.
Under the laws of the Australian government, there is no regulation for taxing slugs. Which means if I declare
Sure.
myself a slug, I no longer have to pay tax.
I'd like to see you try that.
What? Main point is, there is no legal rule that can allow them to tax slugs. At all. Even a little bit. And they have never thought of it, nor do they have any plans to do it.
Until you say something about it.
Oh no, then I say I'm a slug, and then because I'm the only slug, if they make a law targeting me, that's discrimination.
Oh, shit, you got a good point.
Yeah, I know, I'm fucking clever.
He's got it.
Also, slugs aren't allowed to be kicked out of bars.
It's a lot of salt in bars, though.
Nothing in the RSA says you can throw a slug out.
True, but there's a lot of salt there, so you gotta be more careful, though.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to spill some peanuts near you. Salted peanuts.
Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. Chris, I'm being serious.
I'm not.
No, but yeah, no. That was fun. That was a fun waste of a couple of minutes.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Oh,
And that is how long it took me to do all of that research. Turns out, in a world where people can say they're anything, no one has thought of any of the implications of what this might actually mean for the world we live in.
Yes.
And the implications are terrifying.
No, I'm aware.
What if I just one day said, I'm a jaguar? I'm legally allowed to eat people. And hide in trees.
Yeah.
And go around naked.
I don't like this.
Yeah, no, it's terrifying. There's a horror... It's a thing.
It's easy to defend against a slug.
It is. But jaguars do have to pay tax. Fur tax.
Okay, fair enough. But speaking of slugs,
Speaking of slugs.
I found out the other day, Satisfactory
Oh.
is sometime this year going to be its 1.0 update, so it's going to no longer be early access.
It would be nice if we could get Satisfactory to work.
Yes, but what I found out is they released a video in February where they basically discussed just before it comes out that it will be going into a closed beta.
Does that mean we're not going to be able to play our game?
I'm not sure.
I don't like the idea of...
I'll have to do more research on that part of it.
I don't like the idea of them being like, so by the way, the game you paid for, you can't play right now because it's in a closed beta.
Yes. But you can sign up for that closed beta. So it's...
Yeah, but that's not really the point.
No,
the point is I've already paid money for it.
I know, I'm aware. But, well, no, I assume they would let you still play. It's just, you're not going to get that final update until the closed beta is done. But it is happening this year.
I would just really like... Wait, does that mean in the next year we're going to have 0.9, the 0.9 update? Because we're up to 0.8. And
maybe.
Then 0.1? Is 0.9 going to be the closed beta?
We've already had 0.1.
We haven't had 0. Oh, sorry, 1.
I know what you meant, but...
No.
I don't know whether they're just jumping straight to it or not.
What I want is to figure out why the fuck multiplayer's not working.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Because it's all well and
That-
good to say,
unfortunately-
we're releasing the actual game.
Yes.
Your multiplayer wasn't working.
Unfortunately, the thing is, I haven't found anything on that. But as I said, I did find out that is happening this year.
Could just be something we need to try again. Like, it
Yeah.
could have been like one of a billion things. So maybe we should try again.
We should. Another day. We are determined to play this game for this channel.
Huh?
I said we are determined to play this game for this channel.
I thought you said we need to do Herman. And I was like,
I don't think he's going to be into that.
I don't think I'm really into that.
No, neither
He's a
am I.
very handsome man, but I'm just busy. Washing my hair that day.
I didn't say what day.
I'm washing my hair that day.
Okay. Maybe I'll enlist Jordan.
Yeah, but no, we do. I really do want to play Satisfactory because that game is fucking fun.
Oh, it is. And they've added... Well, they've changed it. Because the maps have changed like.
I can say anything I do in Satisfactory is for science! And I do love doing things for science.
Yeah, okay. What, killing the creatures? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It really is. It is. You collect their dead,
Things.
lifeless bodies.
Yeah. Stuff. Do you like their stuff?
Just-
Things.
Yeah.
Them. I collect them. Their essences. Souls, if you will.
Is it really a soul one?
I've killed so many fire phases, it's not funny.
Oh, so many. So many. What about plasma phases?
Not an issue.
Slightly less than the
I'm not
fire
gonna
phases,
lie,
but
that
yes.
game very quickly turned from...
Very difficult and...
Well,
not very
oh my
difficult.
god, there's a lot of angry, dangerous creatures out there too. Oh my god, there's a lot of endangered creatures out there.
Yeah. And all I have to do is take one step and they're endangered.
It's like, yeah, ever seen like people say like, oh, what's the most dangerous thing out there? And it's like they ask someone who's like been out there a lot.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, you should watch out for this animal, that animal, all the plants. It's like someone would ask you, like, oh, what's the dangerous thing on this planet that you and Darcy inhabit? You're just like, oh, Darcy. Yeah, it's Darcy.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, he recently made nuclear weapons. What? Yeah, that was just him fucking around in a lab. He's having a great time. I can't go anywhere near him, though, because he does have a tendency to just explode everything that's around him. And then he does this.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
To be fair, that is always what I do. Like,
I'm aware.
if at any
I'm
time
aware.
something big is going to explode, you just hear me going...
I'm out. It's
people
you
go-
with your slight chuckle and Jordan with his silence.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's a bad combination, especially when it's both happening at the same time.
It's like, oh, we haven't heard Jordan in a while. Oh no.
So
Oh
why
no.
that Monopoly game is. Jordan went silent and I was having a bit of a chuckle.
Motherfuckers. God damn it.
But, that's what I'm saying, like, that's like my giveaway, because I think something's going to be really fun. It's like, and it's like, oh, Darcy thinks something's, oh, Darcy's going to blow up everything.
Everyone else is just like, oh, I wonder what Darcy found funny, and then there's me. No. no, and I start driving in a different direction. It's a thing.
Oh, it actually happened more playing GTA, didn't it?
It did. You did it. I'm like, I'm out. I'm gone. And then Jordan was silent, but he'd taken himself like off the map, and it's like, this is even worse.
Yeah, that was
because
funny.
We don't know what he's doing, who he's after.
I knew one thing: he wasn't after me,
True.
and that was enough for me.
I was the only one on the ground at the time.
Oh no, I was driving. I was driving around. At one point, I had Jaden. I was in one of my cars that have a machine gun in the in the passenger seat, and so it's like you press a button, you swap seats, and so I was on this machine. I'm like, hey Jay, can you just come out and test this for me? And he's standing there, and I have this gun lined up on him. It was like, just a little bit more, and then he was like completely out of cover. And I've got this gun lined up, and I'm like, it would be so easy for me to start a war right now.
Yeah, no, that was a comment.
And I didn't. I showed self-control.
You had a bit of self-control in that.
I did. I hopped back into the driver's seat. I drove across the water, and I almost made it. And then Jaden was like, "I'll help you," and then shot me backwards into the water and killed my car.
That's right, because he kept using the goddamn ray gun.
Oh man, was it?
Yeah.
That's why I started shooting him in the head with a normal pistol.
That's why I started driving at him. The amount of times that I just flipped sideways and then would just move past him. And it was like so close to him. I was like, I hate this.
Well, the funny thing was, I think I killed you, and I think I killed you twice.
Yeah.
And at both times had the police after me, except one time it was police, one time it was the military.
Yeah.
And then my immediate reaction was to turn towards the people shooting me, run at them, put all my weapons away, and try and steal their car as they shot me with a shotgun at close range.
Fucking dumbass.
I was like, oh, if I steal this car, it'll be legendary.
This is why I call you a dumbass.
It did not work.
No,
Both
I don't know
times
why
I
you
was
thought.
killed as I approached the car.
It's like the first time that Jaden killed me, and he's like, haha, you were just standing in the open. It's like, yes, but you just saved countless police officers. And he's like, what do you mean? It's like, I was just killing cops. They were after me. I was like, killing them.
It was like Jaden started everything off on a bad foot, because I was just at the top of the building, waving to him, be like, hello.
That's true, yeah.
Not at all aiming a sniper rifle directly at his head.
No.
And then he blasted me off the roof with the Upland Atomizer, and I was like, well, this cannot stand.
And while this was happening, I was playing blackjack.
And the unfortunate thing for Jaden is that I have a lot more toys than him.
We drove around in one of those toys a while back. That server must have hated us.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
We had many people leave.
Yeah? That's because we were flying around in an invincible vehicle.
Invincible vehicle where I just kept shooting shit, and then we swapped at one point. He was shooting shit.
But
I'm pretty sure people were messaging in game, just be like, "Can you guys stop?" And then we killed him like another 2-3 times.
It was also the time that we just harassed that person because you went, I know that person, and so we harassed them.
Oh, Cormac, yeah. You know him too.
I do know him. And then there was the time that I was in a lobby and you were driving around and everyone else was driving around, but I just kept launching missiles and chasing you, but nobody really knew what was going on, so they all just left.
That is true.
It happens. It
Yeah.
happens. GTA, it's a world of insanity.
It is, and we are.
Anyhow.
Yes.
Guys, that just about does us for today.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
really
so.
have anything else to say. Like, we can keep talking rubbish fucking ever,
We can.
but we're not.
Yeah.
No. So instead what we'll do is we'll say thank you for watching. If you have liked the video, consider liking, sharing, commenting, or subscribing. We really do appreciate it. If you want to see more of me, you're welcome. Please come join us. If you want to see more of Kris, hello my blind friends, it is good to see you. Check out more videos on the channel. Check out some of the videos we've talked about today.
Yeah, definitely.
There is a GTA. It's not what we were doing. It wasn't a fuck around. This one we had a mission and a job and a mission job.
The next one
If
will
you
be
want to
Path
see
of Underground.
Minecraft, go look at Minecraft. If you want to see any of the other stuff we do, please do check it out. It's all sort of mint.
Watch it all.
Yeah.
Go on, do it.
But until then, guys, I've been Darcy. That is Kris. I'm sorry. And we'll catch you next time. See you later, guys.
See ya.